A friend recently asked me why English has two words for this letter. Most of the English speaking world pronounces it Z, but Americans and some Canadians pronounce it Z. And honestly, off the top of my head, I didn't know, but I called on my many years of linguistics training and research, and I Googled it. They're gonna be so mad at me for that joke. I will admit it's a lot easier to Google stuff when you have the vocabulary for what you want to Google, and also I'm just weirdly good at Google. I think it's because I get hyperfixated. My first thought was that Z probably derives from the Greek zeta, because as far as your tongue is concerned, a D and a T are the same sound. The difference is in the voicing, which is the vibration in your throat. And then dropping a final vowel is just a thing that languages do sometimes while they evolve. Kind of like how Blastoise drops Wartortle's long flowing tail. And indeed, this does seem to be the case. The most probable explanation is that Z comes from an old French word Zed, which is derived from Latin and before that Greek zeta, which in turn is derived from the Phoenician letter Zayin, which is named after the Phoenician word for sword or weapon due to the letter's shape. It should come as no surprise that Z is the older of the two pronunciations. So how do we end up with Z? Americans just like that it rhymed, you know? B, C, D, Z. It makes sense. Plus, dropping a letter off the end of a word is just a thing that languages do sometimes when they evolve. Like how Graveler drops two of its arms when it becomes Golem. And the pronunciation Z has been attested in America since at least the 1670s. Through this research process, I actually discovered there's a third pronunciation that is thankfully less common. Izzard, which comes from the French Izard. And it makes me wonder, is that at all related to Susie Eddie Izzard's family name?